Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tavern. Tonight's episode was sponsored by itsworldmadness.com. Check out Mad World. Check out their app. You don't want to miss out. We've got a collaborative Tavern X Mad World hoodie on sale now. Go on down again. That's www.itsworldmadness.com. As always, I'm your host, Brandon. And tonight, my co-host, Landon. How are you, sir?
I'm tired and I need a nap.
Bro, don't we all? And our special guest, 100% fantastic, the best, the one, the only, Miss Rachel Morrison of Hoodie with a Flow.
Hello. Thank you.
We are very excited to have Rachel on tonight. Not only is she the owner-operator of Hoodie with a Flow, but a longtime friend, known her since knee-high to a grasshopper. So this is going to be a fun episode for us.
Yes. I think it's so fun. So I've listened, like I've told you earlier, I've listened to like every single episode there is. And like when you guys say stuff like, oh, when we were in 8th grade, I'm like, oh, I was there.
It's pretty cool to see how far we've come, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really know
weird.
Where I was in relevance to you in 8th grade.
I think that was one of those like years where me and Landon didn't hang out as much, because there was like a 2 or 3 year period where me and Landon were friends, but we weren't like
besties
like we are now. Yeah.
I think the only person I talk to from that far back is Whitney, and I literally talk to her every day.
Right?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I literally talk to Brandon every day, even when I don't want to, and I just want to take a nap.
That's good of you. That's a good friend. That's what you do for each other.
Yeah. I bug the hell out of him sometimes. He's just like,
I can't do it anymore. Please leave me alone.
So Rachel, give us a breakdown. What is Hoodie with a Flow?
So Hoodie with a Flow is it's an Etsy store. So it's online only. Everything, it's oversized hoodies and sweatshirts. I have some t-shirts in there too. I'll be making more for the summertime. And I just released some die cut stickers. They're weather resistant, so you can put them on your hydro flasks or your windows or wherever you want to stick them, basically. Or you could do the really cool thing and stick it on magnets, and then that way you can make refrigerator magnets. I love that hack. But anyway, it's oversized, really comfy, soft hoodies and sweatshirts. I feel like, it's the easiest thing to throw on. And if a lot of it's more specific to it's a very vibey kind of feel. There's nothing too specific on there. I design everything myself. So all of the designs come from my brain. And I'm always looking for, any kind of inspo or anything like that. That's my child, sorry. But I'm always looking for stuff that's oversized, and I'm considered mid-size. I'm like a size 10 or 12, and it's really difficult for me to find things because usually it's sized in juniors or it's sized in women's sizes, which are considerably cut smaller. These are all unisex or men cut sizes. So they're a lot boxier, they're longer, they have longer arms, they have longer torsos, and they have a rounder neck. It's not so low cut, it's not so specific to a woman's body, if that makes sense. So it's good for anyone. My brothers have some. I have some. It's all kind of, relative to whatever you need it to be, and that way you can size all the way up or all the way down. They start at extra small, and most of them end at like a 5X. So
okay, wow, that's a big range.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you went specifically for that comfy feel versus, most hoodies are more of a, I don't even know the right word for that, but you went specifically targeting the more comfortable, cuts.
Yeah, and I think it's, when you come, so I work from home currently, and working from home, I get to do whatever. I get to wear whatever I want. Sometimes I just roll out of bed and I'm wearing pajamas to work. My pajamas consist of cotton leggings and my fiance's hoodies or his t-shirts or whatever, and you know, they're not necessarily the cutest thing in the whole world, but it's, you know, I wanted something that I could put on and I could also feel cute in, and I could also, you know, I could put a collar shirt underneath it and wear it with a pair of like you know, wear it with a pair of straight leg jeans, or I could wear it with a pair of Doc Martens and leggings. I could do all kinds of stuff with it. And I think I think fashion is kind of like steering away from very specific items that are in trend, and it's geared more towards whatever the person is feeling that day, which is really nice. And I love that, like, I love that all the youths are just like, oh, you know, it's so fun, oversized clothes. And I'm like, yeah, I remember when JUCO jeans were really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think just, you know, I just wanted something for everyone. And it's, like I said, I tried really hard not to, like, make it too girly or make it too masculine.
You've done a good job. I've looked at some of this, you know, designs that you have up there, and there's quite a few of them. I was like, I want that. So
yeah. I think if I had the money together, what would you say prices look like for your products?
So I'll say this: I'm looking at. So currently, I ship through Printify, which is they print just about anything you can put a design on. They make it for you, and I've tried my best to find the most color choices, the biggest size inclusions, and the best pricing. Currently, I am looking for other options. So I'm going to start, there's a guy that is in Charleston, actually. He owns his own printing business, and he has his own clothing line also. So he offered to, like, we're friends on Snapchat, of the most random place ever. But
the sneaky link.
I posted a bunch of stuff on my Snapchat, and he like swiped up on my story. He was like, hey, like, if you want better prices, like, let me know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm probably going to reach out to him and see if I can get some more local prices that way. And then, like, I would have to do all the shipping. I just took the roundabout way of answering your question. But they're about $50 depending on the color. The more colors that are like the baby pinks and the baby blues, those are a little bit more expensive, but they're all around $50.
Now, I'm not affiliate or anything, but, you know, Amazon does have printer label makers for shipping packages and stuff.
Yeah, and you can do it through Etsy too. You just have to use the USPS, which is like super cheap, almost free to do through Etsy when you have a store there. Speaking of, I'm working on an eBay store, and I've already applied for an Amazon store also.
That's right.
So I just have, Amazon's a little bit more tough because they like want to make sure that you're a real person.
Yep.
So I'm going through the identification process with them right now. And so hopefully that will be approved and up and running. But if I partner with the guy in Charleston, then I would have like a bulk situation in my garage. And so I would just ship them from there. But yeah, I mean, it's around $50, which I feel like it might be a little bit more expensive than other people, but you're also getting the product that I'm choosing it washes well. The t-shirts are already pre-washed. I'm looking for a Comfort Colors partnership. But the ones that I have now are already pre-washed. So it's what you see is what you get. You're not getting it and then it like turning into like a little baby shirt when you wash it.
Exactly.
Well, I'd say definitely throw up some of your links on our podcast page. You know, that way everybody can help spread the word.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
When can we expect to see a hoodie with a Flow X Tavern crossover hoodie?
Hey man, whenever. I'm down.
We should do
anytime. I'm actually trying to think of like some like cocktail, like not cocktail like a here's what it is, but like just like a cutesy kind of way of like, you know how a person who drinks a Jack and Coke is like the same person, if you really think about it. The person who orders a vodka Red Bull, they're the same kind of gal. Yeah. I'm a tequila water with a lime kind of gal.
Okay.
So, I mean,
water and tequila.
I like a good whiskey sour myself.
I did. Oh,
the joys of parenthood, huh?
Listen, he knows I'm in here doing stuff, so like he just has to have the door open to know exactly where my location is at all times.
I like how he just like popped in.
Yep, little sneaky. Watch out.
And like sometimes he'll just like run. He'll just like decide to change his clothes, but then he'll like get distracted, so he'll just like run around in his underwear or just naked. And I'm like, can you not?
My daughter's the same way.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you go put some clothes on? He'll put on like a swimsuit, and I'm like, whatever, that's fine, I guess.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I remember I was at Brandon's house one time, and Olivia just comes running out of the hallway into the living room, and it's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Olivia, where were your clothes at? Like, you can't just be running around the house naked." Like, you know, she had underwear on, but
she's like, I live here.
Yeah, basically.
So
yeah,
I do this all the time.
She's 4. Like, she's like, I don't have to wear clothes if I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. I thought she was older than that for some reason.
No,
Maybe it's
turned
because
4 in
Finn's
September.
8.
Ellie is 7.
Ugh,
Dang.
Yep.
I
Where the
can't
time
handle
goes.
I can't handle it.
Yep.
But-
So, what was the inspiration for the name Hoodie with a Flow?
So, you know what's so funny? This just tells you like how my ADHD brain works. So, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like literally sitting on my computer, and I'm like, what am I going to call this thing? Right? So, my boyfriend's name is Michael. My fiance's name is Michael. We got engaged on New Year's Day. And thank you. And
Congrats.
it's weird saying it still. But anyway, my fiance's name is Michael, and last February he took me on my very first cruise. Absolutely incredible. And on the cruise, they had like this little steakhouse or whatever, where I think you paid like $40 to eat steak, and it was like a full like 4-course meal or whatever they do. So anyway, this man sitting behind us, right? He was like, he turns around and tells Michael that he sounds like Darius Rucker. And I want y'all to know that has just like blown his head up. Every time there's a Darius Rucker or Hootie and the Blowfish song on the radio, he's like, "Hey babe, that's my song. Do you hear it? That's my song." And I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, I was thinking Hoodie and Hootie sound really close together. So I was trying to like play off of Hootie and the Blowfish. I couldn't really think of anything. So then Hoodie with a Flow just kind of like popped into my brain, and I was like, that sounds pretty good. And I asked my brothers, and they were like, yeah, that sounds great. So then that's just what stuck. So
it's funny that somebody told him he looked or sounded like Darius last Halloween. Not this Halloween just passed, but the one 2 years ago. I was in Nashville, and I had my little cowboy hat on and my flannel, and I was getting drunk for my birthday. And everybody said that I look like Jason Aldean.
I know.
Yeah, I was like...
and like then the dude turns around to like look at Mike. He was like, "Oh, you kind of look like Darius Rucker too." And I was like, "Oh my God, stop talking to him." I'm never gonna hear the end of this.
No.
But yeah, I wanted something like cute, and it didn't sound funny coming out of your mouth 100 times, and it wasn't, like stupid sounding or sounding like anybody else's store. I Googled it. I didn't see anything else. So that's what I went with.
I dig it.
Yeah.
What would you say is the number one advice you'd give to newbies coming into this?
I'm a newbie also, so let me just say that first and foremost. However, I would say that it's really empowering to be your own boss, but it's also, you also have to remember that this is not going to happen overnight. This isn't going to happen instantaneously. And I feel like there's a lot of misinformation on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and it's like how I make $10,000 in 1 week, and like they do exactly what I'm doing. They find something on Canva, they copy and paste it into Printify, they make t-shirts, and people they make it sound like people are just like, and they buy every single t-shirt that they have, and that's just not the way that it is. I hashtag the heck out of my stuff. I put a lot of tags in it. I do everything I can to make sure that it's seen when someone searches it on Etsy. However, it's not perfect. I have my link everywhere in my TikTok, my Instagram. We also have a Facebook page as well. And it's not gaining the traction that you think it's going to happen. So I would say, one, be very, very patient with yourself. 2, be very persistent and be consistent with your posting. I've fallen behind on my posting, if I'm being honest. Instagram and Facebook, they're owned by Meta, so you can post one place, it goes automatically to the second. You can also schedule your posts. So if you, I don't know, come up with 10 new t-shirt ideas, right? You can schedule them every single day for the next 10 days. And Instagram will just post them for you whatever time that you pick. Use the tools that are provided to you for free. Don't get suckered into, oh, I can post your link on my page and you'll get 50,000 new sales. Don't listen to those. They're not real. It's a robot trying to take your money. It's, just be patient with yourself. Be original to yourself. Remember what your brand is and don't steer away just because you see like, I don't know, for whatever reason, let's say sailboats start becoming really trendy. Don't make a bunch of sailboat stuff. Just stick to you and do what you know is going to work for you and what you think is really cute. Don't try and move forward with anybody else's thoughts.
If you don't care for it and it's not really your vibe, people are going to pick up on that.
Exactly. It's just, you have to really remember why you started it, who you want to sell to. Because honestly, I'm selling to myself. I'm designing things that I like. And, like I just made one for New Year's and it's literally just a disco ball. It says Carpe Diem on the bottom of it.
Nice.
And I just think that's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
I dig it.
But, and I just remember what your brand is, be patient and just be consistent with anything that you're doing. If you don't have an Instagram, I say make one. I get most of my traffic comes from social media.
Very true.
So,
do you happen to have like a business card or something that you can get to us? Because on the 26th, so next week, we're going to Podfest, and that's going to be a huge amount of exposure.
That's exciting. I don't have one, but I mean, I could get one made, and then I'm in Charleston pretty much.
Digital one? That'd be great. That'd be easy.
Yeah, I can do that for sure. And if I can get some before then, I'm in Charleston every Monday, so I can just swing by wherever.
Nice. Yeah, we had Buzzsprout. They paid for our tickets to go to Podfest. So on the 26th, we're going to be driving down to what's the name of that hotel? The Renaissance Orlando in SeaWorld, and we'll be doing Podfest there. We were looking at prices to stay in that hotel because they give us a discount for being part of the event, and it's still like $300 a night.
How many nights are you gonna be there?
It's gonna take us about 6.5 hours to get there.
It's a 4-day event, but we're only staying for 2 of the days because I have to work that weekend. So we're gonna go Thursday and Friday, and then be back Saturday so that I can try to get a little bit of sleep before I go into work Saturday night. And we're gonna sleep in the car both days because this was very sudden and we weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to make the best of it. And, one day we're going to look back and be like, we started at the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's very exciting. Congrats to both of you.
Thank you.
It's very
if you can get a digital business card, I can kind of like spread the word,
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I can send that to you. No problem.
So Rachel, if you could go back in time and give your 18-year-old self advice, what would it be?
Eat more, drink more water. Sunblock is real. And not everyone is thinking of you like you think you're thinking they are.
Very, very true.
Yeah, that is.
Boy, 2023 has shown me true colors of people. I tell you what, I've learned some things.
I think it's just, hindsight's 2020, obviously. But, at 18, I was really worried about other people's opinion of me. And so that forced my opinion of myself to change often. And it changed really dramatically. It wasn't just like, oh, that person doesn't like me, I should probably not do that. It was like, oh, that person thinks I'm fat, so I'm not going to eat for 2 days.
Oh, I wish I had bad habit.
You know, like, listen, I wish I had the willpower that my 18-year-old self had, because I'm just like, oh, a bag of chips, no problem. I'll smash that. That's why I'm a size 12.
I was 300 pounds back then, and I stayed 300 pounds for over 15 years. And this is the lowest weight I've ever been since I was like 10.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just, I think it's now after having Finn and like, I feel like people are like, oh, once I had a child, it changed my life. Like, you really don't have a choice for it to have changed your life, to be honest with you. It's not like people are saying that just for attention. Like, you really don't have an option. After I had Finn, I realized that, like, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're doing your best and you know that you're doing your best and you're not harming anyone in the midst of it, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't. Like, I don't care. Sometimes, it starts to creep in, but I try really hard, not to remind myself that, like, I'm happy and I'm healthy and Finn is happy and, that's really all that matters. Really I probably would have eaten more meals in 2009, 8, 9.
Well, my body automatically fasts because I'll go days without being hungry, so I won't eat. And
wow, Landon, that's great.
True.
Good for you.
I mean, it's like it's the honest truth, and it works. I mean, and there'll be times where I'm not, like I've gone a day already without eating, and then I'm on the second day, and I'm like, oh,
I need to eat something.
I'm not hungry. Let me grab a Snickers bar or something.
Yeah, so Dion was here visiting me, and this was a couple months ago, and anyway, I was having a heart episode, which was not good.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm fine now. I'm fine, but I changed my diet, and I went straight veggies for a while. So I've been gluten-free for probably 3 months, and it has helped so much. I haven't really lost any weight or anything, but I feel so much better. And once you cut out the gluten stuff, then it starts cutting out your sugar cravings and stuff also, because carbs are just complex sugars, but it's wild.
I'm a big fan of mashed potatoes.
It's not gluten though. Potatoes are naturally gluten-free.
Oh,
see?
Well,
gobble them up, buddy. Inhale the mashed potatoes.
I love potatoes. I eat French fries all the time. So they're naturally gluten-free, but
well, that's good to know.
We took a left turn. Sorry.
So, what would you say is your, I guess, end game? What's your end goal? Where would you like to see yourself? Let's say a couple of years from now.
I would like to be writing my own paychecks, and not depending on anyone else to write them for me. And I feel like that's every millennial's dream. It's just I don't want to work for anyone else. And I think it's a good dream to have. I think it's a really good goal to have because it's possible for just about anybody. And I don't know. I just want to be as happy as I am right now. I don't want to ride that roller coaster that I feel like at least I rode for a really long time, and me and Whitney literally talk about this all the time about all the lessons that we learned at 22, 23, and we really could have learned them at 18. We just chose not to. So we just decided to learn these lessons really late in life, and it took a kick in the ass for us to actually learn them. Kick in the ass being having children, but I just want to write my own paychecks. I just want to be happy. That's it. I try to take it day by day. There's nothing else I can really.
I'm going to use this pen right here to write my own paycheck.
That's right. That's right.
I keep telling myself.
Yes.
Everyone says it's just a pen. Yeah, but it was my first piece of merchandise.
Yours. Yeah.
And I'm going to write checks with that. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I just, that's it. I don't want to. I think about, tomorrow and the week ahead and stuff like that, but I try really hard just to, You start thinking too far in advance, then that's when the tunnel starts.
Mm-hmm.
You can only see that light at the end, and that light's it's quite a few ways down the tunnel.
Sure.
So I try really hard just to think about, here and now, making myself happy right now, and then moving forward.
I like that. A lot of people forget that today is just as important as tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And they give up today so many times for tomorrow, and you keep doing that, and there's not going to be a tomorrow one day, and then you've given up all your days.
Yeah. I think the best piece of advice that anybody's ever given me is just because you're having a bad moment doesn't mean that you're having a bad day. And when you end a bad day and it's really affected your entire mood, and you're laying in bed and you feel kind of stupid because you've let
the entire
whatever it is make you feel that way. When something bad happens and you're like, oh shit, I feel this affecting my entire mood, you just go, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shit happens. And then you just have to take a step forward, metaphorically or physically. Sometimes you just need to actually move your body. It is what it is. That's none of my business anymore. Whatever just happened.
Amen.
I can't do anything about it.
I like to, if I'm feeling frustrated or angry or upset, sad or whatever the emotion may be, I'll sit down and, in the beginning, what I did was I set my alarm for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I live with timers. I
would feel that emotion for 5 minutes. And after that, I knew I needed to pick myself up and I needed to carry on, in the positive way that I've been doing. Now I can sit down, I can be like, woosah, and then I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the negativity. So I was trying, inhale the good and exhale the bad.
When we were little, not little, even now, my mom had this rule that if you, I don't know, let's say you burned your hand or you cut your finger or whatever, you had 24 hours to bitch about it. Once your 24 hours were up, you can't say nothing else. We would look at the clock and be like, okay, it's 5:25. I don't want to hear shit else by dinner time tomorrow. You can complain as much as you want until then.
I like that.
Wow.
Rule.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's funny. So, Rachel, you have listened to our episodes, so you know what's coming next. We're coming up on our 30-minute mark.
Uh-huh.
Landon, can you drop the bomb, sir?
So, Rachel, what is one question you wish we would have asked you, and how would you have answered that?
Thought you would have come more prepared. Oh,
I know.
Man.
Listen to every episode.
I don't know that there's anything I wish you would have asked me. I came in very open, just kind of ready to answer anything. And I feel like we had a really good conversation. We took a few left turns.
That's
Probably
okay.
my fault. But
Neurodivergence.
I started to say 3 neurodivergents in one room. Where are we going to end up?
Squirrel!
That being said, I feel like we had a really good conversation. Obviously add my link, let everybody click on it. Y'all head over to my Instagram at Hoodie with the Flow, same Facebook. My TikTok is actually at Raggedy Retail, and I have my link on there also. Give me a follow. I do story times about every management experience I think I've ever had in the past 12 years of it. So it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
Well, if you wouldn't mind sending us your links to your stuff, we'll make sure that our social media team gets that put into the posting.
Okay, that sounds good. I can do that.
All right.
I like it. I like it a lot. So, Rachel, do you have any closing words for our audience tonight?
Remember your brand. No matter if it's a business brand, if it's your personal brand, if it's how you want to live your life, remember what that is. Anyone else's opinion of you is none of your business.
It's none of my
business. Look just to the end of your nose. It's okay to do that sometimes.
I like that. I've never heard that. I like that.
But what does that do?
What are you landing? He's gonna go cross-eyed.
You're giving yourself a headache.
What?
Metaphorically, just look to the end of your nose. It's okay to do that.
Oh, okay.
Once in a while. Yeah.
So I was never gonna see you right again.
Mine's covered in highlighter, so I look like Rudolph in my camera. But
You do not.
well, to me, I do.
Girl,
I
you
look
worry
like
too much.
I'm shooting on an iPhone 4 compared to y'all. So.
Rachel, the white-nosed reindeer.
Yeah, literally.
You slay me, Rachel. You slay me.
Oh my God, stop it.
Well, I just want to say thank you again for swinging by. Thanks for
Oh,
being on
thank
the
y'all for
show.
having me.
Like,
I
it's
appreciate
cool to just to get to hang out, man. That's too cool.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Landon, do you have any closing words for our audience tonight?
I just want to say, Rachel, it was great talking to you on the live podcast, and I hope we get more time to spend with you.
Yeah.
To our listeners, followers, whatever you want to call them, Tavern Family.
That's right. Hashtag Tavern Family.
And there's more to come.
Yeah.
Always.
Everybody be safe.
We actually have another episode coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, so feel free to join us there.
That's right.
hang out
Stay
with us there.
tuned.
Yeah, we're making moves.
That's right. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can we just shout out Mike real quick?
I know. Freaking Mr. Ortega here is just out here blowing up the chat, and I really appreciate that.
Dude, that's like homie number one. You have no idea. Since
That's
day
OG.
one.
I love it. Well, thank you. If y'all ever guest list, just call me. I'd be happy to jump on anytime and talk about anything.
All right.
Always welcome to come back. Even if you just want to talk weird stuff, because sometimes we don't do just interviews with people. Sometimes we talk about conspiracy theories or what's going on in politics, and we talk about just about anything. So if you've
I'm
got
always
something
down.
that you're particularly interested in, let us know and we'll come up with a topic.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
appreciate y'all.
usually-
Thank you so much.
What we've done though so far is because we had so many interviews scheduled out till now, so that's what we've been kind of handling at the current moment until we can clean that up a little bit, and then we'll get back into talking, all this good stuff too.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go ahead and shut her down and try to get this done and out before the next one starts. But as always, thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Thank you.